Greetings and a warm welcome. How are we all feeling at the moment? Today we are working through reaching a dead end. And it feels like an impasse. It feels like a plateau. It feels like this glass ceiling above us where we just see what we want and what's in our future, but we're stuck and we can't reach it. And a lot of us have reached a dead end in our journeys. And that just means you have to reroute. You need to change your map. You need to change your perspective. Because when a lot of people reach a dead end, they usually give up, or they see this as failure or inadequacy, and that really reinforces very low self-worth. And just because you reach a dead end doesn't mean you give up. It just means you change your route, you change your path. And that's how we learn, by reaching these dead ends, by learning how not to do it first before we learn the right way. A dead end is not stopping your growth. It's actually a building block to your growth. Because you learn to push through. You are motivated, you are consistent, and you keep going no matter what. And when we reach a dead end, it can feel so disappointing and so exhausting, and we become confused, overwhelmed, lost. And we just sit there and we just say, well, I don't see the point anymore. I'm not getting anywhere. And those types of mindsets is what's going to keep you there at that dead end. You're not going to have the ability to get up and look for a different way out. And reaching a dead end for many people means complacency, that they've either become comfortable in their current situation, or they haven't actively been pursuing growth and personal development. They become comfortable. And the problem with complacency is it leads to stagnicity, where you're not moving forward. You're just staying in the same place. You're not growing, you're not changing, you're not developing. You start deteriorating. You start decaying. Complacency is really bad because you lose your satisfaction in life and you start to develop apathy and you just don't care anymore. And the thing is, when we reach a dead end, we may feel frustrated, and we become frustrated because frustration is when there is a block between you and the outcome that you want. And we become frustrated. Why can't I get past this? I can't figure this out. This is difficult. This is challenging. And we don't see past that frustration. We don't see past that block. Instead, we become depressed. We become a victim of our situation. We become apathetic. We become numb to life. We become numb to growth. You're not growing in maturity, responsibility. You're not growing at all. You're just stuck in the same position. And that's going to cause you to become depressed. When we are not growing, we are moving backwards, and that's what causes depression. When we get stuck in our past, when we keep experiencing the same things that happen in our past, we become depressed because of the complacency, because of the stagnancy. And as a result, you may become unfulfilled. Life isn't worth it. There's nothing really pushing me forward. There's no excitement. There's no reason to move forward. You lose satisfaction. You become absolutely dissatisfied with life. You don't care. you don't want to socialize, you don't want to go out, you don't want to heal yourself, you are a very destructive, pessimistic person. Because when you reach that dead end and you don't move past it and you don't fight that frustration, you become unfulfilled, you become lost. Life loses its meaning, life loses its vigor, you lose your passion for living. And we also hit a dead end when we hit a plateau, when we have been progressing, and then we just sort of level out, and then the progress stops, and then we stop moving forward, and that can cause more frustration. But basically, what you need to do when you hit a plateau is just change your action steps a bit. Maybe you need to put in an hour more, or maybe you need to change the way you study. When you hit a plateau, that means you need to change your approach to doing things or try things in a different way, because that will help a lot with moving past that plateau. Because I know when you've really been working hard and then you're not moving forward anymore and you can't figure out why, you need to change your map. You need to change your compass. You need to take a different approach and have a different attitude. Maybe you leveled up. Maybe it's more challenging now. Just keep moving past it and don't let frustration block you. And also, reaching a dead end can mean, as I said, dissatisfaction with current life circumstances. So things that are happening in your life and you feel that you are not getting anywhere and life is tough, life is difficult. And then you find yourself at an impasse, a dead end, and you say to yourself, oh, there is no moving forward, there is no moving past this. And reaching a dead end can also be a result of toxic relationships. When the relationship is not developing, when the relationship is not evolving, when the relationship is not adapting, and you stay in one place and it's this constant power struggle, this constant conflict, and this constant fighting that just disconnects you and disconnects you. And a lot of people break up when they reach this dead end in their relationship because they don't think it's worth it to reroute. They don't want to sit down together and rewrite the map. Reaching a dead end in a relationship can be really sad and disappointing. But if you're willing to work together, because couples who don't grow together can't stay together. So the quality of your relationships is going to determine whether you can move past these things during conflict. And when we hit a dead end, it's also because we are struggling to grow and heal and move forward. We are sort of either self-sabotaging or holding ourselves back or looking for reasons and excuses not to do anything. Or we don't think we're worth it, or we don't think we're capable, we doubt. And that creates a massive block towards healing, growing, and moving forward. And also reaching a dead end for many people can mean the comfort zone just becomes a little bit too comfortable. When stepping out of the comfort zone and the fear of losing safety, the fear of losing security, and that becomes very overwhelming for some people because a lot of people want to avoid fear. And that's detrimental because that's what's going to keep you too comfortable in your comfort zone. Because if you're not expanding your comfort zone, you are not growing. You can't grow in your comfort zone. And when it becomes too comfortable, it's just easier to give up when you reach a dead end in your growth. But reaching a dead end can also be a result of fear. Because fear stops us from challenging our limitations. When we are afraid, we don't want to break through because we are afraid of future outcomes. But when we deal with them in a good, constructive way and we face fear with courage, then we can move past these dead ends and we can find a way forward. And then when you reach a dead end, this is a solution now. Do something different in your life. Do something different in your routine. Do something different in how you approach it, what time you work on the task or what you prioritize first. And then start making meaning, because when you create meaning, then you create a passion for life, to keep moving forward, to want to live, add value, and seek purpose. Because if we are not moving forward, then we are moving back. How do you relate? So remember, you are unique and valuable. Take care of that stunning person. Stay strong wherever you're from. You are worthy.